Hi Scorpio, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Scorpio, this is your general reading starting today on the 7th of May. I call it messages from source, messages from the universe. And it's for your very near future is what I'm asking about. Your most inspirational, guiding, uplifting message that I can find for you at this moment in time. And I'm really focused and interested in tuning in or connecting in with your very best version of you. Like there's a 2.0 version of you somewhere out there, whether you're living it right now or whether you're aiming to get to it. And so if you feel like this doesn't resonate, feels really good, feels like something I really, really want, then it is your reading. So if you don't feel like there's something just specifically being for you, it could still be your reading, right? It could still be your life. If you feel excited about hearing about something, that's something to aim towards, right? And I've started to incorporate the number, and number 7 today is the frequency of the number is all about completing, but rather not completing. 10 is all about completion, but 7 is like you worked towards something. You've been consistent in doing something over a period of time. Usually when it's a 7, some say God created the world in 6 days and then on the 7th day he rested. So if we're comparing it to that, you've been busy. So you've been working towards something. You're putting down the seeds in the ground. You've been constantly just maturing, expanding, doing something. And now we're here on the 7th day, and it's sort of time for you to sort of sit back and reap what you've sown or eat the fruits of. It's time for you to hone it in, if that makes sense. So let's see specifically, Scorpio, what's going on for you for the very near future. And I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. I just want to make clear that it's not a typical tarot reading. I don't know tarot. I only use the images of the cards to get my own intuition going. There you go. That was quick, Scorpio. It's not a waiting game. I love these numbers. Strong numbers. Okay. 3 out of 4 cards are black border. So it's a strong universal universe manifestational energy here. So I think I just started to say this is like think of it as your 2.0 version. Think of you as this this version of you that I want to tap into, that you're aiming towards. We have that right here. So 2.0, number 20, you could narrow it down to number 2, which is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. I want to sort of have it together with that 0. 0 is also about coming full circle, a never-ending energy, to sort of feel like there's no scarcity, there's no lack, there's no missing pieces or missing links, or nobody else can sort of take your cake, if that makes sense. Like you have your cake, and it doesn't matter how many cakes you have, there's never lack. That's what it's representing. And then 20, it's like the next level. It's like if 10 is the completion, we moved on to 20. So sort of like a double completion and stepping into something brand new. This is an upgrade to something brand new. And it's being a portal. You could be dealing Scorpio as I call you guys these days. Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Libra or a Gemini in terms of this card. And it's an opening, it's a spiritual opening. It's a very spiritual opening. So you're being asked, or you being pulled, or you being drawn right now to find out more about your spiritual side, to expand the spiritual side of yourself, the spiritual version of yourself. And it's like a portal. We're stepping through a portal here. you're thinking about it. I'm not sure if you're fully in on it yet or fully have immersed yourself into this new adventure, new venture, new side to yourself, really. It feels a bit like you wanna Scorpio. It's like you want to keep sane. Good luck with that one. As you're entering into this new spiritual realm, it's like you want, if you're experiencing something new, spirit wise, it's like you at the same time want to have facts. You want facts to back it up. Immediately you want to go Google it and you want to have facts to back it up, if that makes sense. And there's no Google facts here, guys. Scorpio, as some say. There's like a invitation to something, and you sort of gotta let go of the fact that maybe you're stepping into things that nobody else has ever experienced before. And so you won't find, the only thing that facts are, or statistics are, is, that was interesting. The phone was ringing. Are you answering the call, Scorpio? That was funny. And what was I saying? Scorpio. Yeah, right. So facts and statistics is only other people's experiences, and sometimes several people's experiences having similar experiences, putting it down on a piece of paper saying this is how it is. But it has originally started from somewhere. Every book has an origin. Every book has a thought form at first. And so whatever you're experiencing now, it says truth on the bottom, which is very interesting that it says truth. Like this is the ultimate truth, because there's as many truths as there are people and perspectives of those people. But you do with that truth what you will. So if you're looking at it as an experience rather than something you need to collect facts around, or something that you have that you need to validate or need to explain to other people, I'd say sort of just drop that one, and just, because maybe you're the first one to experience some stuff here, and you're going to be the first one to put facts down about it, to write about your experience. Okay? And then we have number 6, that sort of dropped out in the middle of everything. So it's like, yes, we're doing this most spiritual awakening, opening thing right now. And in the midst of that, because you're stepping into that, you sort of can't help yourself but to attract this material. And I do apologize, the camera reverses the image on the cards, and I'm keeping it in for now. Material and spiritual prosperity is what it says on the bottom. And so you sort of can't, when you have spiritual prosperity, when you have spiritual alignment, you sort of cannot hold out what's in alignment with that alignment, if that makes sense. So any wish that you've been having about something that has now come into alignment, you can't hold it out. You can, but that's gonna freaking suck. You will get ill if you try to resist something that you've been wanting to have. And now when you're finally into this alignment, only the thing is that it's so interesting, because you, for the first time, maybe you're more focused on, however this journey of yours, spiritual journey of yours, is going to play out. You're more focused on maybe meditating and connecting in with your inner source. And in doing so, you're attracting a car, or a romantic relationship, or money, or like, you cannot be in alignment and not attract what is in alignment with that alignment. I hope I make self my clear. By saying those things, I'm not. I know that. So maybe there's a shift in language. Maybe there's a shift in like not making everything be so clear, but it doesn't matter. You're having a new experience, and it's the number 6. So 6 is all about the totality of you. It is that connecting in with your inner being, with your higher self. And it's you attracting. This sort of is a bit of a Gemini situation here again. So you're attracting in what it is that you want. And maybe even what I'd say is the perfect balance, because you're dressed in purple. The purple is underneath first. And then you have this most gorgeous vest on that is I don't know if it would have ended up on the Vogue. Anyway, maybe that's the place. So it's like we're starting from a spiritual place. We have a spiritual ground, and through that ground, or through that perspective or basis, we're adding the red, which is all about the material foundation. So it's like you're stepping into the spirit side of you, and you're attracting accordingly, and you're going to attract so many beautiful things, not even thinking about it, because you were sort of busy to get in alignment with your inner being, if that makes sense. It's the red borders. It speaks about a strong new foundation. You're going to be materially safe, whatever that means to you. If you feel materially safe, if you feel like you're supported material wise, how does that show up for you? Material wise, that the idea you have there, that's the support you're reaching for. Not reaching for, you're just gonna have it, because you can't be this aligned with your spirit and not have that come. And then we have number 11, which is a portal. So it's a second portal in a way. It's a balance card. This is like a portal that you're stepping through now. And we have number 11, which is a portal in itself. It says balance on the bottom. And if that is you, you're being really ripped. And it's not RIP. Was that too harsh? I don't know. You're just being ripped. You have a cup there. There's you drawn the sword, but you're letting it go. It's like you're standing completely open, and you're so in balance here, Scorpio. It's like you're finding that softer side of you. Whether you're a woman or a man, I would say that you're stepping into a lot of femininity, a lot of feminine energy, and a lot of soft. How do I explain that? Like it's a gentler. I don't know if you were harsh before or strong before, or strong, like coming across as a bit sharp or edgy, but it's like you just through this shift that you're going through, you're just dropping all of that. It's like if somebody haven't seen you in 5 years, they will be astounded about who you are now. They would not recognize you in the energy that I feel like you're stepping into now. This is sort of ancestry energy. It's like you are the angel. It's like the softness of the angel wings. It's really gorgeous. And it's another black border. So the universe is completely with you. It's in alignment with the universe. And you're stepping through this portal. It's like a double new beginning. And then we have 17, which is the immortality number. It speaks again about the never endedness of things, like the coming full circle, or just having the circle, the never endedness of things. But immortality, the never endedness is immortality in another word, but it speaks to the word mortal, like we could be dying, which we can't. We can leave our bodies and we can shift our perspective, but we are immortals. Like we continue on with our soul forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And if this card could talk, if this card could focus a tiny bit, you might see the little people. So in the sun rays there, like, so you're standing there in the middle of everything. You see that, like how, like a silhouette is coming through the sun here. And then if you look closer, there you go. There you go. There's like little mini versions of you in each of those, like little mini versions on the inside here and then on the outside here. Do you see how many different versions those are? It's like it wants to show you how many lifetimes you've lived before, and those are not even close to coming to like describe how many times you've been here before. But it wants to show you how many parallel versions there are of you right now, and how the immortality plays in here. It's interesting. This is a quite different reading than all the rest of the readings that I've had this week. It's stepping into something really, really beautiful, understanding the never-endedness of things. It's a new beginning, strong new beginning with the 11 here already, and a new beginning again with the 17. And 7 again is being heightened together with the today's date. With the you've done something and led up to this very place where it's sort of time for now to just start to explore, start to just find out about who you are, letting it go a bit. I want to say rip again. Letting it go a bit. Rest in peace. What is that about? There might be something to that. And then adding those two up together, we have a number 8, which is the infinity sign. So we have like the never-endedness, the eternalness of the circle, of the 0. And then we have the immortality with the number 17. And then we have infinity with the number 8. So it speaks so much about the never-endedness of you, like who you are as a soul, that you just never die. You just continue on in different perspectives. And you're holding this truth in the palm of your hand. So it's like very in your face right now. I'm not picking this up. I'm not getting this information. I'm just saying maybe some of you guys have lost somebody. Somebody has crossed over to the other side, or you know of somebody that you just know that they don't have too much time left, to understand that there's no ending. There's just a continuation. And if you just raise your vibration enough, you can tune into their energy wherever they are. Again, black border there. I'm going to draw one more card, and then I'm going to move into the extended. And I just want to say that I lowered the price for the extended. I don't know if I lowered it enough, so it really is going to make a difference for some of you guys, but for other people, I hope it's going to make a difference. It's just my little contribution, as long as it's been a bit tough here on planet Earth and what's going on. This is really interesting. So this might be, yeah. So there could be a person coming into your life. Like I said, you can't be this in alignment with yourself. And if there's a wanting to attract a person or a car or whatever that is, that they're coming in. Number 3 is all about passion, creativity, joy, fun. 14, yet again, a new beginning. And number 4 is all about your heart and a foundation. And it's like I'm seeing this connection being made. This connection can be with your inner source. It can be with your inner being. but it can also be with a new person coming in. It says partnerships and alliances on the bottom. And then we have the patience card. Like, yeah, we see the non-physical realm of things. We see this non-physical side to it. And then we see the physical manifestation of it. And you're being asked to have patience. So I think it's more for the general reading for the Scorpio, that it's like, I want to make this connection. I want to find this connection more in with source, with my inner being. Maybe even to the point that I can talk to the other side. And to have that connection being made, but then to be patient, to sort of just keep coming back for it and keep repeating that connection before you actually see some real evidence of it. Or this is a person coming in. So I'm going to stop there and move on to the extended and pull more cards in this situation and see what we can find. A lot of black borders here. So if this resonated with you, probably the extended will resonate with you as well. Then there's a link in the description box. You can just press it and it'll take you right there. If this is where we go our separate ways, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back in a week. Take care, Scorpio. Bye.